from SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California. It's week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Justin Herbert and the LA Chargers taking on Tua Tagovailoa and the Miami Dolphins.
It was once just an idea until breaking ground in November of 2016, and now here it is in all its glory. Spectacular SoFi Stadium here in metropolitan Los Angeles. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Miami Dolphins and the Los Angeles Chargers. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, there's nothing quite like it. That feeling of beginning another NFL season, and these two squads. The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And we are underway in Southern California. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Now Tua Tagovailoa gets set to lead this Dolphins offense for the first time.
For the second consecutive season, Tua is a starter and Miami is a team. Both had winning records, but missed the playoffs. His numbers, they weren't terrific. Only 2,600 yards and 16 touchdowns against 10 interceptions. But he also overcame fractured ribs early in the season to return and play well down the stretch. And don't forget, when he did come back, he led Miami to 6 straight wins, which kept them in the playoff race.
And the ball on the 30, here's 2nd and 4. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt, and he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It's a gain of just a couple there, but it's enough to get him the first. Didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the first down. Avoiding that 3 and out, how vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Ready.
Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Hunt will try going up the middle. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They run again with Hunt. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. 2nd down, Gaskin. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. On 2nd down, Tua. That's complete to the tight end, Saubert. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Here's Gaskin. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. Down to about the 22 here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
On 2nd down, right back to Hunt. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. An unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play and move on.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And he will find his man on the outside. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Ready, go.
Looking to pass. Tua. He's got Anderson right side. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
22.
Handoff up the middle. Hunt. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. The 13th play now coming on this opening drive. Here's 3rd down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Dolphins are on the board here first in the season opener. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it was finished off by a Jalen Waddle touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. On the return, it's Taylor from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Los Angeles taking the field led by Justin Herbert, 3rd-year man out of Oregon whose career is off to an incredibly productive start.
It feels like hyperbole, but it's actually reality. In only 2 seasons, we've seen Justin Herbert do things rarely or never seen before in the NFL. He's one of only 9 quarterbacks now with a 5,000-yard passing season and made the Chargers a top 5 offense for the first time since 2010. He is also the only quarterback to ever throw at least 30 touchdowns in each of his first 2 seasons and set a record for completions over that same span.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason, and runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Herbert now. Open man is Palmer. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Looking to throw again on second down. Herbert finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Running on first down, Eckler. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. On the move to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Now it's Herbert. And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7 though on the return, and it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 41 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. He's going to look deep down the field. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. On 2nd and 10, Tua. That's going to be caught by Waddle. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll run with Hunt, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return, and the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. We'll remind you that coming up tonight, the first Sunday nighter of the new season, and how about this for a matchup? The Buccaneers and the Cowboys from Dallas, 8:20 Eastern. Then tomorrow, Monday night, just one game here in Week 1 this year, and it'll pit the Broncos and Seahawks as Russell Wilson makes his Bronco debut. And, of course, where is it? Seattle. Coincidence? We'll let you decide.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field. for a big gainer and a first down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. Boy, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw here, Herbert. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
In today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Tried the dump off, lost yardage. Herbert back to the air. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Herbert. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler to the 36-yard line. Stop there. So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
To the air again, Herbert. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Well, this is caught by Williams. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Herbert on first down now. Working the middle here. That's complete to Everett, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
First down catch there by Gerald Everett, who made the move to the Los Angeles Chargers, knowing that they enjoy utilizing their tight ends. Remember Antonio Gates, Hunter Henry? Everett hoping to be next in line at that position to give them big-time performances.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Again, Herbert. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Herbert on the screen. This is Eckler. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Well, it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
This offense so far on third down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Slant route going to be caught by Palmer. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that's going to make it 4th down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Now Mason Crosby on for the field goal from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Crosby is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Kareem Hunt and the rest of the offense making their way back out there. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. A carry here for Hunt. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good gain. Well, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. Room here to run. Taking it right down Broadway. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run. This is Hunt. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Sebastian Joseph Day. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. On the run, this is Hunt. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it'll be Charger football here as they take over. They've gone to the second quarter now in Denver. It's the Raiders with the early lead over the Broncos. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Herbert. Caught left side, Williams. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. From the 36, Herbert. They'll find Everett there, complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. First down now, but that clock rolling. Here's Herbert. That one complete to his receiver, Palmer. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. From the 44, Herbert. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And he's going to have the first down as they move into field goal range here at the 25-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Now that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season, so let's take our first trip around the NFL. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
On second down, Eckler. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
From the 44, Herbert. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down. Out of the gun, Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. And this looks like a roughing call. Ouch, you thought you had the defensive stand. Roughing the passer wipes it out.
What does every defense talk about? 3 and out, right? Thought they were able to get off the field. Not so.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. fifth catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is third down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be fourth down.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on third down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stop him short.
They'll run for it with Eckler. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on fourth down. The fourth down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. And you wonder, Charles, could that decision come back to haunt them later?
And it really could, because in this situation, you kick the field goal in a tight game like this, that's a good play.
Yeah.
But maybe what he's saying to himself is, I'm just not a big proponent of the old idea that any possession that ends in a kick I'm happy with. He wanted to be really aggressive.
A little twist here in the third quarter.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On play action, here's Tua. Quick hitter here, it's complete. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. 3rd and 7 now. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. And the Chargers coming out of the field now. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
On 1st down, it's Herbert. Being chased in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Emmanuel Ogbah that time, able to drop him for a loss.
Well, they've got the lead, but it's certainly not a big one. And how do you keep control of that lead? Certainly not by that last play there. They gave up a big sack on the first play of this drive. Now it's double the distance to the 1st down marker.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Herbert jet sweep as he taps it forward. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the press. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. Here's J.K. Scott now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. Miami set to take over. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Tua. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. They fake the handoff. Now Tua rolling to his right. Completes it to the tight end, Smythe. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. 52 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Throwing again on 2nd down. Tua over the middle, complete. That's Anderson. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. 3rd and 1, and Tua wants to throw it. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. Sanders' kick is good, and they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So it was 4th down and 1 in the red zone, but they elect to take just the 3.
And I'm a little bit surprised that that's exactly what they decided to do. I kind of thought that they would go for it in that situation. But sometimes I'm sure you just think to yourself, take the 3 points, put them in your pocket, and move on.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Charger drive about to get going. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Up the middle with Eckler. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
What a dynamic player Eckler has become since going undrafted out of Western State. He was top 5 in rushing touchdowns and all-purpose yards last season, while nearly getting his first 1,000-yard campaign on the ground. Somehow, he has yet to appear in a Pro Bowl. That seems likely to change this season.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun. Herbert, he finds his man, complete. That's Palmer. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now a give running left is Eckler. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. On 2nd and 9, Herbert. This is swung out to Eckler. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. From the 50, here's Herbert. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 40. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Herbert throwing again. He'll drop this one off to Eckler, and he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a first down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Eckler now between the tackles. Jalen Phillips, the edge man on the tackle. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. The Chargers on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. Here it's 3rd and 3. Herbert takes it and just pops it forward. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Fourth down for Herbert. Desperation time. This is caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
And with the scoreboard against them here in the 4th quarter, this was definitely 4-down territory. Really nice job there finding a way to get open, and a really nice throw. That sets them up with 1st and goal.
A chance for a first touchdown drive of the year. It's 1st and goal. Eckler. Touchdown, Chargers. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Now an important extra point here here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told.
And it's Austin Eckler who finishes things off with a touchdown run.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter.
Tua now on first down. That's complete to the tight end, Saubert. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it's second down. Now Tua. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes.
Kenneth Murray
charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. They'll go screen here to Hunt.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
And he finds a man on the crossing route.
And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Tua's throw caught by his receiver, Hill. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Over the middle and complete to Waddle.
And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first.
Nice, well coached, a team that understands what's going on. They still have time to work the middle of the field as they just did there.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This from 54 yards away. And this kick is not gonna get there. It's short and no good. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. The Charger drive about to get going. They have the 3-point lead. Defense did their job. Now, late game, although it looks good, you know the coaches, they haven't counted this as a victory yet.
I agree with you totally. Big applause for the defense, but no one is taking their headset off on the sidelines. They don't believe this game is over. The offense has to close this one out by taking care of the football.
They'll try to close it out now. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. And they will take a knee here. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for L.A. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit 000. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the posts. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record, but everyone's going to have to build off of